Good evening. The family of a Campbell River woman who was killed in a crash near Little Qualicum Falls on Monday say she died the way she lived, helping a friend. 34-year-old Rikki Easton was returning home on Monday after driving a friend to Port Alberni when an out-of-control pickup truck crossed the center line and slammed into her car. Police are still investigating exactly what happened and why, but for Easton's family, no answer will ever be good enough. Hey News reporter Steve Colterman has more.
It was a phone call that Gord Reimer will never forget. It came Monday afternoon, and the news was devastating.
It was like stop. Everything sort of stops, in that instant. Because it's like life will never be the same. My life will never be the same.
Gord Reimer says Rikki was the love of his life. He says she had a heart that would fill a room.
I just missed her heart because it was right next to mine.
Yeah.
I'm a fortunate man. I'm a blessed man today. I'm a better man for knowing her.
Easton was a true Vancouver Islander who lived life to the fullest and on the edge. Whether it was bungee jumping, kayaking, or riding her motorcycle, Rikki loved an adventure. She worked as a pharmacy technician at Shoppers Drug Mart, but got her start in the workforce in restaurants as a cook. The couple had been together for 5 years and had plans for their future. Gord says when they met, he knew she was the one.
We met at a table that where there's hope. I seen a girl that was being honest about what was going on in her life, and I instantly liked her, and I developed a respect for her. She's the best friend that I've ever had, that I will ever have. And the bonus is that I was in love with her and she was in love with me. That was the icing on the cake.
Rikki was known as a friend to anyone in need. Monday morning, she drove a friend to Port Alberni because he had no other way of getting there. It was on the return trip home that she was killed. A pickup truck crossed the center line and slammed into Rikki's car.
I believe speed was a factor. I don't know if there was alcohol involved in this or not.
I heard something about bald tires.
Yeah, his tires, he had bad tires, and it was wet. The roads were wet and probably quite slick.
The driver of the pickup truck was also killed. Reimer says the last 2 days have been the worst of his life. Losing Rikki is a tragedy, but understands everything happens for a reason.
She set the bar high through her actions, not through what she said. Being of service to other people, rather than just being out for one's own self. That's what Rikki stood for. That's what she showed me.
Police are still investigating the cause of the crash and say so far there is no indication that alcohol was a factor, although speed and wet roads likely played a role. In Campbell River, Steve Colterman, A News.